What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Roster Bubble Series video. Please hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you know when a live stream pops video drops. Appreciate y'all coming back. Some updates for you. I hope you guys liked the almost 3-hour live stream for the NBA draft. My brother wanted to cut it short because the Knicks, they didn't do anything on draft night. All they got was future draft picks and cap space, and it's a sticky situation. It's much more than that, but I'm not going to get into too much of it. I know that'll be talked on probably on next week's Boys in the Big Apple if we have one, or some other time. But I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. Clutch came on, and a couple other people came on to discuss, obviously what was going on. Within the next 3 days, probably till about Monday, I may or may not be in the premieres of these videos because today I'll be out. I will be going to the Nasty Nestor New York Yankees game, barring anything. Saturday, NYY News TV Day, so that's going to be a full day out. And then Sunday, I have a barbecue to go to in the Bronx, so there's that. Once again, I apologize, but, sometimes outside life is impacted by the content creating life, and that's honestly what is the truth here. And I'm also, by the way, glad that the New York Giants have released the training camp schedule, and they're bringing FanFest back for another year. I think it's August 5th this year. It's a Friday. With that being said, we can't get our tickets until the 14th if you are not a season ticket holder. So there's that. But anyway, Roster Bubble Series video. I'm going to talk about, obviously, if you guys never seen this video, going to a player, that's on the roster bubble, of course, their background, competition, how they can win, how they can lose. And I also talk about, of course, why they're on the roster bubble. So let's take a look here. Our next candidate is Korey Cunningham. That's not Andrew Thomas. That's 79. That's not 78. Korey Cunningham. He was signed to the New York Giants practice squad last season. Then a few games he came up. He actually played in 12 games for the New York Giants, all towards the latter end of the season. He didn't start at all, but he did play, I believe, most of the snaps against the Eagles the second time around because Matt Parrott tore his ACL. He didn't do too well, to be fair. He surrendered 2 sacks and 7 pressures and 61 pass blocking snaps, according to Big Blue View, which is probably they're getting their stats from PFF, which it can be dicey with them, but when we're talking about something like a backup stats, it shouldn't be controversial. Otherwise, if we were talking about Andrew Thomas and how good he is, that would be a debatable subject with me and PFF, but that's not going to be the subject of this video. So status right now with Korey Cunningham is, and we'll talk about the competition now. His competition's Devery Hamilton, Roy from Nigeria, and Matt Parrott. Also Matt Gano as well. So he's coming in. He has about 30 games of NFL experience. Matt Gano, take a look at him right now. Matt Gano, because I have it on a previous profile, has about 9 less games, and that could probably be attributed to the fact that Matt Gano did not play in his rookie season, and he didn't play all of last year. But to be fair, though, you take away 2021 and maybe another year of Korey Cunningham's career, Matt Gano has played in more games than Korey Cunningham, most likely, because Gano, I guess, was more trusted in his system than Cunningham was. And also, to be fair, New England did have starters, and Arizona did have DJ Humphries at left tackle, so they've been a little bit more secure on their situations at offensive tackle rather than the Atlanta Falcons. But Cunningham did start 6 games for the Arizona Cardinals in 2018 at left tackle. Then he didn't start any games with New England in his 2-year tenure there, played a total of 12 games in 2 years, and then 2021 with the New York Giants, as I said, 12 games. He played about 15% of the offensive snaps, 99% of the offensive snaps with Arizona. I'm sorry, I'm going out of order here, but 99% of the snaps with Arizona's first year, 83% with New England his second year. I guess that's because they're rotating offensive tackles thing, if they still do it there. 7% with New England in 2020, and then 15% with the New York Giants in 2021. But, yep, his competition is Devery Hamilton, Roy from Nigeria, Matt Gano, and Matt Parrott. So how can he win? Show his experience at the position and win as many reps as possible. Once again, these are going to be basic, but attributing to each and every roster bubble candidate. So he needs to show his experience. He probably is the most experienced offensive tackle here. He's got 30 games under his belt. Matt Parrott doesn't have that many, and Matt Parrott's only started 6 games in his career at tackle, but most of those have been at left tackle, which isn't bad experience by any stretch of imagination. But he, obviously doesn't have as much experience as Cunningham. He doesn't have as much experience as Matt Gano. But in terms of Cunningham, he needs to show experience and he needs to win as many reps as possible. I mean, I wouldn't say root for injuries, but hope Matt Parrott stays on the sideline a little longer, which would, make his chance better for him making the roster, because I don't know how many of these guys, Joe Schoen and Brian Dable and company, are willing to keep. But right now, if you look outside of Gano and the 2 starters and Evan Neal and Andrew Thomas, you don't have any tackles. Devery Hamilton, we don't know much about him. And then Roy from Nigeria. Yes, we know Osim Umenyiora trained him, but is he really going to play in the NFL? That's the big question. So how can he win? Show experience at offensive tackle, win as many reps. He's probably going to be with the 2nd team. If he gets boosted, or I should say booted to the 3rd team, I mean, that's not going to be a fruitful experience, let's just say. It's not going to be a fruitful experience overall for Korey Cunningham. But how can he lose, struggle against the 2s and 3s, and have has a quiet camp? Quiet camp is in you're not being noticed. And listen, sometimes a quiet camp is good. Sometimes a quiet camp is bad for certain players. But if Cunningham isn't noticed in some way that, he could be better than Gano, he could be better than Parrott, that he's just doing well in the reps, if he's not being noticed like that, then there may not be a chance. If he struggles, that's going to even add on to it, because once again, this is a guy coming in from a past regime that was signed out of the practice squad, and yes, he has probably the most experience among these backup offensive tackles, but, sometimes being better at the position and more versatile can really just, I would say, offset, well, not really offset, but do a little bit better than just experience. And Cunningham has not played guard to my knowledge. If he has, once again, my mistake. But Matt Gano's played guard. That's the one thing. So, prediction, and I know this has been a short video, but there's not really much to go off Korey Cunningham here. I have Cunningham getting released. I think, going back to my other video, Matt Gano's going to be the offensive tackle, the backup offensive tackle who can also play guard. Versatility is going to play a huge role in, making this roster overall, but it also plays a huge role in how Joe Schoen and Brian Dable scope the offseason in terms of the offensive line. Jamil Douglas can play center and guard. Max Garcia can do the same thing. Joshua Zudu can play tackle and guard. Marcus McKeithen can play center and guard. I mean, there's just tons of versatility, and with good coaching, they could be a solid group of guys. And I'm not saying that the Giants' offensive line is going to be in the top 10, but it could be better than years prior because of the coaching and the versatility. And versatility as well plays in the fact that as Giant fans, we may not have to be worried like last year where, the Giants kept trading for guys off practice squads, and Wes Martin and Matt Skura and Ben Bredesen. Those guys didn't work out because the coaching wasn't good and they weren't good. So I don't think that'll be a worry this year. Hopefully it's not, and hopefully I'm not jinxing it. But be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you know when a live stream pops to your drops. Appreciate y'all coming back. You guys, just in case, you guys have time still to order those NYY News TV tickets. The event is tomorrow. It's going to be really exciting. Tonight, I'll be meeting Donald Stewart at Yankee Stadium. I'll also be meeting Shots to MH, who made one of the best of the Boys in the Big Apple videos that went on my channel a few months ago. So I appreciate him. Obviously, I'll be meeting Donald at the stadium tonight for Nesty Nestor night. If you guys are coming out to NYY News TV Day or need a link, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. I probably said that already. Do all the good stuff. It's dead time in the off season, even though training camp is going to be around the corner soon, faster than we know it. It's a dead time in the off season, so please share this out. Please get this out. Peace out, guys. See you later. Stay cool.